Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
That education only gonna take you so far. I know a lot of people got degrees, man. They ain't even using it. It's your gift. But the only way for you to soar is you got to jump. You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord. That gift opens up and provides the soar. Remember, everybody, to get the most out your life, you got to focus on your gift and not your passion. Too many people focus on their passion and they ignore their gift. Your gift is this. It is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's what God gave you. Go do that.
We all ask why we should work this hard. Why take that many classes? Why go to school that many years? Why take the notes? Why read the book? Your better future is a dream for yourself and for your family. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to see? You've got to dream dreams. There's a Bible phrase that says, without dreams and visions, people perish. Why work that hard? Why put yourself through the push-ups and the disciplines? Why? Good question, why? Don't lose your dreams. Do some dreaming. That's long-range goals. You've got to have those. So that's number one. Here's the second part of goals, short-range. Short-range goals. That's your goals for tomorrow, this week, this month, this year. The immediate future. We call these confidence builders. Best answer to why, I think, is the second question. Why not? Because if you set up something short-range, go for it. Get it. Latch onto it. Work hard. Accomplish it. That starts building your strong feelings to go for your dream. Why not see what you can make of yourself? Why not see how far you can go, how much you can see, how much you can earn, how much you can share? Why not? Right. What a way to live safe and secure. Don't ask for security. Ask for adventure. Why not see how many books you can read, how many classes you can take, how many skills you can develop? Better to live 30 years full of adventure than 100 years safe in the corner. Why not see how valuable you can become to the marketplace, and to your friends, and to your family? You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got. Why not see what you can make of yourself? Why not see how far you can go, how much you can see? Income does not far exceed personal development. How much you can earn, how much you can share. Why not?
You can actually increase your productivity by 50% by simply starting and completing your most important task first thing every day. So if you can do those three things, start with a list, organize the list by priority, and then start on and complete your most important task, you can double and triple your productivity.
Most people never pick up the phone and call. Most people never ask. And that's what separates sometimes the people that do things from the people that just dream about them. If you're afraid of failing, you won't get very far.
That you can learn anything you need to learn to achieve any goal you can set for yourself. All success skills are learnable. All business skills are learnable. All money-making skills are learnable. Everyone who is good at them today was at one time terrible at them.
Self-esteem is the disposition to experience oneself as competent to cope with the basic challenges of life and as worthy of happiness. Our self-esteem creates a set of implicit expectations of what is possible and appropriate to us. These expectations tend to generate the actions that turn them into realities, and the realities confirm and strengthen the original beliefs. Okay, so let's just say you have low self-esteem, you don't really feel like you can cope with the challenges of life, you don't really feel like, you're appropriate to life, it's like, this is not really for me, I can't really achieve all of this, and it's just this cycle that goes on and on and on, and that keeps you just stuck. And this is why it's so important to work on it and raise your self-esteem. Okay, and you can do so by focusing on actions or practices. Okay, basically something you do over and over again, a way of being, and this here will affect your self-esteem. So the first one is the practice of living consciously. Okay, basically having a mind that is active versus passive, that seeks awareness versus simply not bothering, that is responsible toward reality versus that escapes or evades reality. The second is the practice of self-acceptance. Okay, basically to be for yourself and to refuse to be in an adversarial relationship to yourself. The third is the practice of self-responsibility. To feel competent to live and worthy of happiness, I need to experience a sense of control over my existence. Okay, and this means to take 100% responsibility for your life and your well-being. Okay, the fourth practice is the practice of self-assertiveness. That self-assertiveness means honoring your wants, your needs, your values, and seeking the appropriate forms of their expression in reality. Okay, and this is a practice. Okay, it's the willingness to stand up for yourself, to be who you are openly, to treat yourself with respect in all human encounter. The fifth practice is the practice of living purposefully. Okay, and this means basically using your powers for the attainment of goals you have selected. Okay, to live without a purpose is to live at the mercy of chance. Okay, it's like whatever happens will happen. You're just a drifter. No, okay, you should be proactive, not reactive. If you don't do something, nothing will happen. What it means is staying true to yourself. Okay, integrity asks that our effort to find the best choice be authentic, that we stay conscious, stay connected to our knowledge, call on our best rational clarity, take responsibility for our choice and its consequences, do not seek to escape into the mental fog. What are we all seeking?
What you do right now is I want you to imagine you're standing on a cliff. You're standing literally on the edge. All you have to do is take one little step until you're moving yourself into the unknown. And the problem is that unknown is beyond our control, beyond our comfort zone, if you will, and we fear that. We try to avoid that. We want to stay here with our two little feet on the ground where it's known, right? I'm standing here and I know nothing's going to happen, but the moment I move my feet just one step ahead, I'm in the unknown. I'm flying uncontrollably. I don't know what's going to happen. Fear will always fucking be here. And to be honest, we always have a fucking base level fear. As human beings, we are born in fear. If you're sitting here, it's like, I'm not afraid. You're shitting yourself, okay? You're fucking lying. Everybody here is afraid. And quite frankly, the more successful you get, the more and the higher levels of fear you will experience. The first thing we're trying to do when we're in a moment of one step into the unknown is we're thinking. We're trying to think through the whole problem. We're trying to think the problem away. It was like, let me just think. Let me just think. And even when you stand on a cliff, before you jump, you're like, let me just think this through. Let me just think this through. But there's one thing you got to be aware of. Thinking is not gonna get you down. Fear will never fucking go away. It will always be a part of everything. The basic gist, however, is it's about how you deal with that fear. It's not how you eliminate the fear. It's how you fucking deal with that fear. Right? Moments like these are not moments of thinking, they're moments of doing. Your brain's not fucking gonna help you. No, it helps you in a lot of situations in your life, but not when it is about doing that one step. The only two things that are gonna help you in situations like this is your left foot and your right foot. Those are your only two friends. And I always say that I move my feet faster than my brain can think. The way I interpret fear, that's what keeps me going. I don't say that's bad for me. I don't say, oh, a situation where I'm afraid is bad for me. No, I think that's good. In fact, I deliberately put myself into situations where I'm exposed to fear, where I'm exposed to potential fuck-ups. Right? When I get in the situation and somebody would tell me, dude, there's a 90% chance you're gonna fuck it up, I'm like, bring it on, man. Because it's a win-win situation. I either win, I either overcome that obstacle, or I get fucking stomped into the ground, but survive. But fucking survive. Bill Gates is not confident in making money because he made a lot of money. No, those motherfuckers are fucking confident because they lost. And they lost, and they lost, and they lost, and they lost, where everybody would have given up. Those motherfuckers went back up like, well, guess I gotta fucking do it again. Stop thinking and move your feet into the unknown. Fly down, survive, and tell yourself you survived. Even if you land on your ass, you're most probably gonna survive, and you're never gonna regret it. Just do it.
What is a king in my mind? And these are just expressions. A king is a man who just outclasses other guys. Most other guys are just kind of trying to get through the day. They're trying to just amuse themselves with little random diversions to get the day done. A guy who's a king is on his purpose. He knows what he wants out of life. He knows what vibe he wants around him. He has a good sense of personal boundaries. He knows what he's doing here. It's a cut above. You're somebody who likes what he does for a living, and if you don't, you're taking steps towards getting to a point where you do. You're fun, you're happy, you smile, you enjoy the little things. You can stop and smell the fucking roses. You're not stressed. It's really about the ecosystem that you build around yourself. You got to build it, and it's not going to build itself. These things do not build themselves. For me, life is about, again, like I said, building yourself up. And what it really comes down to in the end, you want to know what it actually is? Honestly, contribution is.
Part of this journey is when you see an opportunity, take fucking action. You align your full self towards the goal. You want to be what's called promotion-oriented and think of what can go right, not prevention-oriented. Because people think that they want to move up, but only part of them wants to move up. The other part of them wants to stay stagnant, so you got to think about that.
You can tell the size of a man by the size of his problems. Got a small man, his problems are very self-directed, very self-focused. People that are in pain, they can't think about contribution. So you want to think of that as like coping versus thriving. Coping, thriving. You're in protection or you're in progression. And so you'll see guys where when they're thinking, their entire thought process is on themselves. Why is that though? It's because they're in protection. It's because they are coping. They're coping through life in pain. They're in scarcity. So you want to think of yourself as an entity that has direction, good emotions, good people around you. What does that mean? There's a few different things. One is, you've got to know who you are. Like, who am I as a person? What am I doing here? Like, that'd be the number one question to ask. What the fuck are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Not to fuck with your brains, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing here? It's like, dude, you're lacking that true north, right? So what is your true north?